So I'll try to be very brief because signal number 4 na po, and I'm sure you all would like to go home. Pati mga pare, mayroon pa tang misa yung iba rito, no? Don't point, okay? So, ako po'y tuwang-tuwa, nagpapasalamat. So, two things. Una po, a little trivia. And second, a word about the readings. So, trivia about the migration and refugees, since our theme is building the future with migrants and refugees. At sinasama rin po natin ang seafarers today. So, migrants, refugees, building the future. Let's remember, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, they were migrants. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, they were refugees when they went to Egypt, as Herod was trying to kill the child. Okay? And then, seafarers. So, as far as migrants po, we have 13 to 15 million Filipino migrants present in different countries. And then, as far as seafarers, 1/3 of the seamen in the world, they are Filipinos. And I was talking to Dr. Conrad Oka, who is also involved, aside from running hospitals, with the seafarers. Itong gera sa Ukraine, it gave more opportunities to Filipinos to be enlisted because a lot of foreign companies, they prefer Filipino seafarers. So we have more than 300,000 and we supply more than 1/3 of the world's seafarers. So marami po. So we care for them. And you know that in economy, 90% will depend on sea travel. Kaya napakalaga po ng mga seafarers. But let us also think about their families. I was working with migrants in Rome for 10 years, more so. And si Father Nanding, he was working with the migrants in Germany for so many years. And we know the problems, families. So we continue to pray and then we continue to support them. That's why it's an important ministry in the Diocese of Cubao and everywhere to make sure that we take care of their families, because they go abroad for the sake of the family, but sometimes they lose their families. That's the sad part of it. And yet, that should not prevent people from, migrating and being involved in these other concerns, because there is a way of keeping the family. And so we thank our dear sisters, our religious, for involving themselves in this special apostolate of migrants, refugees, and seafarers. In a particular way, I'd like to thank the Scalabrinians here for taking care of the seafarers in our country and in different parts of the world. So that's one, okay? The second part, the readings. So napakayaman po, the readings that we have, they are quite rich in meaning. I will just point 2 to 3, just mention about 2 or 3 reflections. Masama ba kumain ng masarap? Hindi naman, di ba? Ako gusto ko rin kumain ng masarap. Lalo si Father Guido. Di ba? Masama bang kumain ng masarap? Masama bang magbihis ng magara? Masama bang magpabango? Masama bang mahiga ka sa isang napaka-komportabling bed? All of us, when we want to rest, we want to have a good rest, comfortable. Hindi masama yun. Pero what happened to dalawang senaryo? Yung una sa gospel, what was happening in the world? The second, there is a reversal of fortune. So anong masama sa ginawa ng mayaman? He went to Hades not because he was rich, Not because he was feasting every day. Hindi yun. But he was not careful. Some of the blessings we receive in life, they can blind us to the needs of others. So kumisan, ang tao kapag hindi maingat, yung kanyang pagpapala, natanggap na biyaya, nagiging sagabal, nagiging bulag siya para makilala ang kanyang kapwa-tao, yung mga nangangailangan. So, it's a challenge for all of us to use well the blessings that we have received from the Lord. Kahit na kumisan napapagod tayo sa pagbibigay dahil kumisan hindi naman tayo napakayaman, no? Kumisan may nagtanong sa akin, Bishop, parang nabibigatan na, napapagod na. When do I stop giving? Simply sabi ko, when God stops giving to you, you can stop giving. And God gives us every day. We live, we move, and exist because God continues to sustain us. Number one. Number two, when we think of sin, it's not just a matter of doing evil. Nagnakaw ang isang tao, nagsinungaling, gumawa ng masama. Sin can be commission and omission. When we fail to do what we are supposed to do, what we can do to reach out to people, that is also a sin. That's why I confess and what we have failed to do. So sin is not just a matter of doing something evil, but failing to do the good things that we should do in this life. So I'd like also pala to acknowledge some of our representatives from the Quezon City Government and also from the Mayor's Office. Thank you po sa inyong pananalita tungkol sa PESO, di ba? Public Employment Service Office. That's a big help to our migrants, to the families of our migrants. So please continue. Let us work together. We work together for the future of our not just our diocese, our city government, but for many people around the world. So may epekto yan. Whatever we do, it has a ripple effect. You know, it is very contagious. You know, love is not taxable, it's free, and yet it's very contagious. When you reach out to people, when you love, you will infect many people. Kaya huwag kayong matakot. Matakot kayo sa virus, pero hindi sa pagmamahal. Okay? So, let's continue this Mass, asking the Lord to continue to bless all our migrants, all our seafarers. Let's continue that we become channels of His love, channels of His grace and blessing to the world. Amen?